Welcome to Happy Valley, State College, Pennsylvania. The S-Zone fired up, stands starting to fill, and they are ready to see the Penn State Nittany Lions take the field to kick off this new season. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Longhorns offense is on the field for the first time today. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Toss to the outside. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Safe completion on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The Longhorns are on the move. Trying to find his man on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, it's out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And he was under so much stress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Down for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give to the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. The Nittany Lions in the hurry up. Looking to throw, it's Whitaker. Good timing on the quick out. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Hogs it downfield. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He'll do it himself. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs. They can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Texas offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on." And the pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they... Not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Dropping back, it's Whitaker. Throwing right. Makes a connection. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. Dances away again. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 10 to Florida. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Toss sweep to the right. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And and the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Wants to throw on second down. They've got the screen set up. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it, offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They keep attacking through the air. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You can tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Wow, what a big play by that defender. And how about the hit stick tackle? Woo! That ball carrier is going to remember that.
Looking to throw, it's Whitaker. Got it set up on the outside. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D-lineman have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. The throw. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Man, it is such a weapon to have running backs that can not only run the football, but can catch it as well. And a nice job there, David, finding the matchup one-on-one with a linebacker, a little angle route to get the first down.
Yeah, and those angle routes are hard to defend because the running back looks like he's going out first. So when I'm a linebacker, I'm like, oh, crap, I got to catch him. And then he breaks in really quickly, and a nice throw to throw it in front of him and get the first down.
Got the quick pass. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Offense gets set for 2nd down. It's a draw. Makes his man miss. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. He rifles one deep down the right side. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Whitaker. Quick strike complete. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Reddick. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. He'll take any help you can get with that penalty yardage, but it's still 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Whitaker. Gets it out quickly. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Happy Valley. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Pressure coming. Finds a man on the right. At the 35, he's loose. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? He can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Colorado. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too? Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He wants to throw it again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Longhorns are flying down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Hey, nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll set up to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from their own 1. First up, they've got to avoid disaster. Leaves it with the running back. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quickly complete.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. From the gun, running back gets to give. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He's moving out of the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Looking to pass on second down. He caught it! You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that shot. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. They're going to make it that easy.
So now on comes the field goal unit. Distance not the problem here. The angle is a little tricky. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. That one could have helped out a bit there, guys, but still an 8-point game.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Bill.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Back to throw, it's Whitaker. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Penn State. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going to run it. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Quickly out to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped him getting the first down. The Longhorns will... Oh, he got home and blocked the punt. And after the huge special teams play, they'll take over just inside their 30-yard line. snap before the end of the quarter. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the route is on.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Louisiana Monroe is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 25 over Texas State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things.
He's got it down the left. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Sends it downfield. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. The give from the gun. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands.
And it's picked off for the third time today. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. Here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Whitaker. Got his man quickly. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Trying play action. Got his man. Not a whole lot of yards gained on that one, but using the fullback as a weapon in the pass game can pay dividends.
Yeah, oftentimes we see fullbacks just kind of shoving their face into the fan. They're getting blocks. They're inside the tackles. This time they try to sneak him out, see if they can catch the defense slipping. It's a nice change-up play by the offense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Reddick. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Third down coming up.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Get set, get set.
They'll try the right side. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
At the 15-yard line.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. They got it, it's blocked. And they got it. Speeding down the left side. The 40. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Texas. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Number 49 with the return.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. Smashes it through for the PAT.
Is good. That makes the score Penn State 31.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 45.
And the kicking team's going to call a timeout.
Timeout.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down.
Here we go.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Here we go.
On the run, it's Reddick. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
Third down.
Here we go, set.
Looking to pass, it's Whitaker. Finds the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Set. Hut.
They're going to run it. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
A loss of 5
And the defense
yards
gets him on the ground for the 4th time
Coming
today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Here comes the Texas offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you.
Afterburners coming. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He'll come out throwing on first down. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
All right, QB, I got to trust you, man. You already threw one pick. Now that one probably should have picked. You got to give me a reason to feel confident I can drop back and let you throw the football again, or else this leash maybe gets a little bit short. Maybe we start warming up the righty in the bullpen.
They want to just keep throwing it. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 4th down, going to the air. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. UMass sure is making the flagship proud today. What a spectacular performance on the offensive side of the ball. They're up by 25 over Southern Miss. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead of you.
And the sky's not falling right now. You're just 0-1. There's no need to panic. You don't have to try and reinvent the wheel. What you got to do is go back. You got to watch the film. You got to be honest with yourselves. Where could you have made better plays? You got to limit the penalties. You got to limit mistakes. This team is talented. They've still got a lot to play for, so it'll be interesting to see how they come out next week.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.